A few more details here just to give some thickness again to this side of the window, coming at the bottom and top from the point, and the part facing you just again horizontal and vertical. To finish this perspective and to get it ready for rendering, we're going to trace over it. I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to tape my tracing paper down over the line drawing, the line perspective, just so it doesn't move around. I don't tend to tape my paper down to the board because I like to turn it around while I'm doing my tracing. So the idea here is to trace the things that are in front first, so that because they're going to cover the things that are behind. And you want to give it a little bit of a freehand feel too. So I'm going to start with the curve of the bed. I'm going to curve around the front of it and come down to the floor. I'm using a 2B pencil here so that it doesn't come out too heavy and too smudgy. I'm going to do the opposite here in our symmetrical one-point perspective drawing. Again, trying to give it a little life, a little sense of reality. It's okay that some of the lines aren't perfectly straight. Gives it a little more character. I'm going to use my triangle to fill in some of the straight lines here. There's no line anymore at the front of the bed there. That's something that the shading is going to cover. I'm going to draw in the backs here, my floor, the bottom of the bed. The little nightstand between the two beds here falls in front of the wall, so I'll draw that first. Going back, now I have the chair, giving it a little more detail. Giving the legs, the side of the legs, some depth. Aiming towards the point there. I'm going to go over to the other side. Draw those legs in. Little thin legs. Again, giving the side of it an angle towards the perspective point, a vanishing point. Then I'm going to move back to the desk, show the top of the desk, the front of the desk, even a little bit of the side of the desk. You're not going to see much more of the desk because the bed hides it. You might see that one leg of the desk through the little opening there. I'm going to move back to the back wall here. Come forward from that point again. Just give you your ceiling lines. Your floor line now starts back here, but is hidden by most of the legs in the desk. Give a little bit of straight horizontal and vertical lines for the door frame. And then the top and the bottom again is a product of that vanishing point. Same with the windows. You show the thickness of the windows just with horizontal and vertical lines. And the depth here is going to project from the point, one point perspective. And then just finish it off with the detail of a few of the window panes. Just horizontal lines. Have these come again from the point. You can lift up your drawing to see what you might have missed. I can see I can make a line here for the front of the desk. A little bit of a feeling of the floor here. Coming behind. If I take that off, see how that came out. We could put a couple more lines in the bed here for the edge of a blanket. A couple of pillows, a little bit of detail here. Finish off that chair. You're going to see the back of the wall come through there. And that should be enough lines to move on to the next step, which will be shading and shadows.